This is homework number 4. I'm just starting all the servers here after git cloning. You can see the monitor 1 starting up. Monitor 1 is up, and now it's provisioning Alpha 1, Alpine 1, Alpine 2, and Alpine 3 servers. I previously run this command, and then rebooted my laptop. So that's the reason why you see Alpine 2, 3 all aborted at this time, and now they are all starting up. So all these servers are up now. Alpine 1 to Alpine 3, a monitor. I'm going to Baker X. CD under Baker X. Starting the node bin. And then I'm going to go and take a look at the, there you go, the dashboard is there. I can see the dashboard. And then I can see the received connection. And for task 1, where we need to add memory and CPU statistics, in the index.js, I have made the necessary changes here where memory will be percentage of memory used to be os.freemem divided by os total mem as a percentage. And similarly, the CPU current load will also be returned. Now we can start the agent. And starting the agent. And at this time, if I go and look at memory, the CPU dashboard, you can see the CPU and memory being shown there for computer 1. What you're seeing here is latency and others. These are from my prior runs on Alpine and others. Now running the next command of node index js.push. So it has been updating it, the agents in Alpine 1. It should update the agents into a reminder of those Alpine machines. Now it is updating in Alpine 2. So with all the machines now, the agents being installed in all the machines, you can see the fields here of all the machines constantly now changing. And on the right hand side, this is what is being just posted on the console. So you can see the CPUs and memory is going up. So this concludes task 1. As for task 2, which is to add the latency and HTTP codes, here in the index.js file for the latency check, all I do for adding the latency is like you have a date.now, and after the server call is made to get the request for which the server are monitoring, I am now taking date again. So this the difference between these two should give the latency. And the status code should be from the result, and so that is also given back in the capture server status code. So this would now be displayed in the screen there. As you can see, with these changes being made here for all these computers and Alpine, you can see the memory, CPU, the latency here changing, and this is the result code, which always has been positive in this case whenever we go. So you get that number, and you can see the latency numbers changing. So task 3 is to calculate and display server health, and that is being done here. As you can see, all I'm doing here is checking the memory load if it is less than 80. then I increase the score. Similarly, the status code is 200, meaning if it's successful, the score is increased. And if the server CPU falls below 60, then I increase the score. Similarly, the latency is below 50, which means to say we have enough and more headroom, then the score becomes, and then the score gets added. So for a maximum score of 4, and then depending on what the total score is, in this case it will be a total of 4, then you have the proper color coding. So let me stop this, and when I start it again, you can see all these being color coded to amber. Now as the system stabilizes, you can see the color codes changing now. So that shows depending on the score, we have different color codes, and you can see the color code changing depending on where the CPU ranges fall. Task 4 is the load services, the impact of that on our dashboard. So I'm going to click on this one and see what the impact is. It's really not a whole lot of impact here because it's just a hello world. And when I do stackless, again, it is pretty quick. So you see Alpine 1 go up and come down. And the last one is work. So this is going to take a while. So you can see the impact, the individual impact. Alpine 1 is 100%. And so this seems to have a higher impact. And that is completed. So I am running the siege command for the last task, and this should impact the CPUs drastically, especially the Alpine 1 and others. The server is now under siege, and as you can see, the CPUs for Alpine 1 and memory has been going up, and it should be under that stressed situation till the end of siege. And there you go. Now CPUs come down, and even the CPUs, the color code has also changed here. Now I'll run the siege for stackless for the second one. Now I will run the second command, siege for the stackless. As we can see for Alpine 1 now, the CPU is 100%, being used 100%. And the memory is also under stress. And as you can see, the color code here has changed. And as you can see, the latency has also gone up. So other than these two servers, it seems like the first two servers are pretty heavily stressed. Now at the end of it, Alpine 1 now as CPU has become 0 and the color code also has changed. Running the last command, which is work. Now the CPU is at 100% utilized. Memory is 71. That should change the color code. The dashboard should happen pretty soon. And you see the E timed out also. So this is the maximum value. So E timed out and 2 became red. Pretty much end of the homework. Thank you.